गुड मॉर्निंग ऑल ऑफ यू। मेरा नाम डॉक्टर अनुज कुमार, presently working in Dr. Pitambar Dutt Bartwal Himalayan Government PG College Kotdwar as a assistant professor in Nitant Asthai Vyavastha of Uttarakhand Higher Education. Today my topic is electrophilic aromatic substitution. The mechanism: electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction proceeds through two steps. In the step first, the aromatic ring acting as nucleophile attacks an electrophile. This is the slow step. That is, this step is redetermining step. Since it disrupts aromaticity and result in a carbocation intermediate. In the second step is the fast step, and in this step CH bond is deprotonated to reform CC5 bond and restoring aromaticity. The first step resemble attack of an alkene on H positive ion, and the second step resemble the E1 reaction, that is elimination reaction, and the result is substitution. Break of CH bond for CE bond. That is the representation of electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. The key bond formed and key bond broken. The step first: attack of electrophile by a pi bond on aromatic ring. The first step of electrophilic aromatic substitution is attack of electrophile E positive by pi bond of aromatic ring. Electron donating substituent on aromatic ring increase the reaction rate, and electron withdrawing substituent decrease the rate of reaction. And the electrophilic aromatic substitution mechanism: step first is the mechanism representation of attack of electrophile on benzene ring and form a carbocation intermediate. The nucleophile is a pair of pi electron from the aromatic ring, and this step result in formation of carbocation. Seen this type of step before in alkene. We saw a whole series of reaction of pi bond with electrophiles that generate a carbocation. A common example is the reaction of alkene with strong acid such as HCl, leading to a formation of a carbocation. The reaction above is the same step, only applied in an aromatic ring. This resembles the first step of electrophilic addition of alkene. This is the representation of electrophilic addition of alkene. Step 2: deprotonation of a tetrahedral carbon regenerate the pi bond. You might recall that the second step of addition of HCl to the alkene is the attack of Cl on the carbocation, generate a new CCl bond. That is not what happened in electrophilic aromatic substitution. The second step of electrophilic aromatic substitution is deprotonation. This breaks CH bond and forms CC5 bond, restoring aromaticity. You may recall that this is strongly favored. The resonance energy of benzene is about 36 kilocalorie per mole. This is the representation of electrophilic aromatic substitution mechanism. Step second, that is deprotonation of carbocation and breakage of CH bond to restore aromaticity. And in last, the electrophilic aromatic substitution product is formed. Have we seen this type of step before? It is essentially the second step of E1 reaction, that is elimination reaction, after loss of leaving group, where a carbon adjacent to the carbocation is deprotonated to form a new CC5 bond. This resembles the second step of E1 reaction, where a base B remove a proton from the carbocation adjacent to the carbocation, forming a pi bond. Just as in E1 reaction, a strong base is not required here. A halogen atom such as Cl ion will actually suffice, as will any number of other weak base such as water, and the exact identity of the base depend on the reagent and solvent used in putting two steps together. The general mechanism, the two step taking of electrophile and deprotonation. This is the representation of general mechanism of electrophilic substitution reaction. The two-step attack of electrophile on benzene ring and deprotonation of adjacent carbon to the carbocation restore aromaticity. The reaction energy diagram of electrophilic aromatic substitution. The overall appearance is determined by the number of transition state in the process. Recall that the transition state always have partial bond and are at the peak of a reaction energy diagram, and the intermediates such as carbocation are in the valley between the peaks. The intermediate can be observed and isolated. In contrast, transition state have a lifetime of femtosecond, and although they are fleetingly be observed in certain cases, they can never be isolated. Electrophilic aromatic substitution has two steps: attack of electrophile and deprotonation, which each have their own transition state. There is also a carbocation intermediate. This means that we should have a double humped reaction energy diagram. The second, the relative height of peaks should reflect the rate limiting step. What is the slow step? In other words, which of the two steps has the highest activation energy? The one clue is to measure the effect that a small modification to the starting material we have on the reaction rate. We saw electron donating substituent increase the rate of reaction, that is the activating group, and electron withdrawing substituent decrease the rate of reaction, that is deactivating group. The logical conclusion is that attack on electrophile step first. This is the rate determining. This is the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction energy diagram. Transition first start from reactant and attack of electrophile form transition state first and transition state second. After that, the formation of carbocation and deprotonation of carbocation and form the final product. Beyond benzene, formation of ortho, meta and para di-substituted benzene. Imagine we start not with benzene but with a mono-substituted derivative such as methyl benzene, that is toluene. What are the possible products of electrophilic aromatic substitution on a mono-substituted benzene derivative? Unlike with benzene, where only one electrophilic aromatic substitution product is possible due to the fact that all 6 hydrogen are equivalent, electrophilic aromatic substitution on a mono-substituted derivative can yield 3 possible products: the 1,2 isomer, that is ortho product, and 1,3 isomer, then meta product, and 1,4 isomer, that is para product. If we assume that the reaction obey the law of statics, we might therefore expect that the product distribution should be 40% ortho, 40% meta, and 20% para. What's the distribution of product when we move beyond the benzene? For example, what about benzene ring with one substituent mono-substituted? There are 2 ortho hydrogen HO and 2 meta hydrogen HM and 1 para hydrogen HP. This result in 3 potential product: 1,2 product, 1,3 product, and 1,4 product, ortho product, meta product, and para product. And if the reaction occur without selectivity, we would expect a ratio of 40 ortho, 40 meta, and 20 para based purely on statistics. Electrophilic aromatic substitution on mono-substituted benzene. The distribution of ortho, meta, and para isomer is not random. In the nitration of toluene, the product distribution is far more statistical. We get much less meta 5% than expected, and more ortho 57% and para 37% than expected. In In this sense, we can say that the methyl group tend to act as an ortho para director. It directs the electrophile to these positions at the expense of meta position. Nitration of toluene, a case of ortho para direction. Ortho for the nitration of methyl benzene that is attacked by calcined HNO3, and for ortho nitrotoluene 57%, metanitrotoluene 5%, and para-nitrotoluene 37%. The nitration of nitrobenzene, a case of meta direction. The meta is not always the minor product. However, in the nitration of nitrobenzene, the ortho and para are minor, and meta product is major, 93%. The substituent on benzene tend to fall into one of two categories: ortho para director or meta director. If you are sharp, you might have already made an intuitive leap. The ortho para directing methyl group is an activating group, and meta directing nitro group is deactivating group. So therefore are all activating group ortho para director and all deactivating group meta director. It is good guess and almost actual the fly in case of halogen, which are deactivating ortho and para director. However, it is rarely a very stable product. X is typically a weak nucleophile and therefore a good leaving group. Furthermore, loss of leaving group will result in a highly resonance stabilized carbocation. Think of the first step in the SN1 or E1 reaction. This would regenerate the carbocation, which would then undergo the deprotonation to restore aromaticity. Once that the aromatic ring is formed, it is not going anywhere. The addition could occur, but addition product will eventually undergo even a elimination reaction to form aromatic product. What about addition pathway? Although some addition may still happen to the free carbocation, the addition of the group X is generally reversible, since its departure will result in the strongly resonance stabilized carbocation. This regenerate the original carbocation, which will eventually lose of hydrogen to restore the aromatic ring. In other words, the addition can occur, but under the reaction condition, the addition product will undergo elimination reaction to give the final aromatic product a thermodynamic sink, if there ever was. Electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. First, halogenation of benzene. Halogenation of benzene by electrophilic aromatic substitution, unlike alkene, benzene does not undergo rapid chlorination or bromination with Cl2 and Br2. When it does undergo the reaction with halogen, it occurs via substitution instead of addition. The CH bond on the aromatic ring break and a CX bond form where X is a halogen. This occurs via electrophilic aromatic substitution, with the rate limiting step being attack on the halogen electrophile by the aromatic ring. This generates a carbocation intermediate, which is quickly deprotonated to regenerate the aromatic ring. Halogenation can be made much more rapid by use of a Lewis acid as AlCl3 or FeCl3. This accept a lone pair from the halogen, making the halogen and even better. Halogenation, chlorine and bromine can be added to aromatic ring through the use of Cl2Br2 in the presence of a appropriate Lewis acid catalyst. The chlorination, FeCl3, the chlorobenzene is the product, and bromination, FeBr3 as a catalyst, and the reaction proceeds through activation of the electrophile by Lewis acid, and second step, the attack of activated electrophile by benzene, and the deprotonation. Third step, deprotonation to restore the aromatic ring. The iodine can also be added to aromatic ring but require a stoichiometric oxidant. The table content: halogenation of benzene via electrophile aromatic substitution. Lewis acid can be used to activate electrophile, and the electrophilic chlorination of benzene and electrophilic bromination of benzene, electrophilic iodination of benzene, and summary of halogenation of benzene. First, halogenation of benzene via electrophilic aromatic substitution. Now, mechanism of electrophilic aromatic substitution. First, activating and deactivating group, ortho, para, and meta director. We are finally ready to dig into some specific reaction in detail. First of all, halogenation. How do we install Cl, Br, and I on the aromatic ring? You may recall that the alkene react readily with Cl2, Br2, and I to form the dihalides. Benzene not so much, and when it does react with aromatic ring, it provides substitution rather than addition product. Addition work well for alkene, but benzene is not reactive enough. Slow. Benzene react with halogen slowly, and the alkene reaction very. Lewis acid can be used to activate electrophile. Chlorine itself will react with activated benzene derivatives such as phenol, aniline, but in order for chlorination to occur with electron neutral or electron poor aromatics, it need a kick in the pants. The kick in the pants is provided by a Lewis acid. FeCl3 or AlCl3 are the industry standard, but in practice many different Lewis acid can be employed. You may recall the chapter on alcohol and protic acid are commonly used to turn poor electrophile into the better electrophile by converting on alcohol into its conjugate acid. The activated alcohol is then able to participate in nucleophilic substitution or elimination reaction that it would not have been able to participate in otherwise. Much the same way, the coordination of the Lewis acid to one of the chlorine convert it into an even better leaving group with the net effect of weakening the C-Cl bond. Attack on the terminal Cl by nucleophile result in the loss of Cl FeCl3 negative, an even better leaving group than Cl negative. Likewise, Lewis acid such as FeCl3 make the halogen such as Cl into a better leaving group, since FeCl4 negative is a weaker base than Cl. Sometimes we draw this as the equilibrium. I personally prefer showing the intact C-Cl bond. We can also draw this as an equilibrium. Electrophilic chlorination of benzene. This activate electrophile can then be attacked by the nucleophile. The benzene ring in an electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. Here C-Cl forms and C-C pi bond break. Electrophilic aromatic substitution, the step first, attack of electrophile by benzene. In the next step, a weak base remove a proton from the carbocation intermediate, breaking CH and forming CC pi bond. If this looks a teeny bit familiar, that because this second step greatly resemble the second step in even reaction, as the even only very weak base is required to remove a proton adjacent to a carbocation, and the chloride ion will do. Step 2, deprotonation, restoring the aromaticity. The final product here is chlorobenzene plus one equivalent of HCl. The FeCl3 is then free to react with another equivalent of Cl2. In other words, it behave as a catalyst in the reaction. By chlorination, electrophilic bromination of benzene takes place in the presence of FeBr3. And thank you very much.